Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? This is Stupid Player NegativeAE, and welcome to Phoenix Wright. I didn't open up the walkthrough today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play the trial with my own knowledge. Please don't let that be a mistake. It's only day one, so I'm not expecting like massive right and left turns here. I feel like this trial is gonna last about 3 days. We're gonna figure out what's going on. You know, we have to talk to probably some new people. That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. These names kill me, dude. That's quite a charming, that's quite a claim coming from someone who forged his evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. I like how I just have a spirit medium as my side person. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This man looks like Dracula. Von Karma? Is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 2:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. They went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to court record. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Witness testimony, the arrest of Edgeworth. Okay. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed towards the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect anything of him at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Okay. Sure. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man. Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Jesus. The woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. I'm going to turn it down just a tiny bit. I usually have it at 8, but I don't know, it's at 6 right now. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm turning it down to what I usually have it at. Different people. There are 2 witnesses. Okay. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of hearts. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. I didn't suspect anything of it at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue. No. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Okay. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was... Okay, sure. Okay. But the next morning the body was found on the lake. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Can we do that again? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? I think he did hold the gun. I don't think that he shot him. I think it was the monster, you know? So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder, the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Look at this Dracula-looking ass. This is bad. It makes us look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge, what are you doing? A 10-minute recess? No. Oh, wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. Ahem, this court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? I mean, that's how you gotta do it right there. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man is the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. The other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? It's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Maya, any progress with Mia? Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. That would be... man, dude, I wish I was, like, cool enough to play the asshole. You know, just... I don't know, man. They always give you that option, and I always want to say it, because I always think it's hilarious. But I never do, because I don't know, I feel bad, even though they're animated characters that don't have feelings. I don't know anything about Child's Defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. And I've just been getting really lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Oops. Okay, we're back. Hello. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Hello, Lotta. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Sure. What's going on? It was Christmas Eve after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. Heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. And then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Okay. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take the photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. She didn't actually hear the shot, though. Do I have that testimony? It was taken automatically by the camera. There were no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. I feel like that's not true at all. Her testimony is wrong. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words. They all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? I do. 100% yes. She didn't hear that shot at all. It was an automatic camera shot. She has no idea if there are other boats on the thing or not. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? You really think? I think there was? 100%? Let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this dude. I understand. And I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. The fuck? This judge, like, doubts us every step of the way. He's like, I see no reason, let's, you know, guilty. And every time I've proven him wrong, and he's just like, nah. Get out of here. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Well, we're just gonna press on everything first and see what's going on. After midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Yeah, well, yes. He sounds like a fucking demon. I know you want to find contradictions, but really, if your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, Could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing, and I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Sure. I heard this bang coming up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She had said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. And there wasn't. Oops. And there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't an airy thing on that lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick. Now this testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. Is this a matter of life or death? Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the weapon or the pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. What the fuck is going on in this trial, dude? This trial is literally just shutting Karma up. What's the difference? All that remains is the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, order, order. Order, order, order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Good job, Maya. Best character. Best girl. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Okay. I saw it clear as day. My word. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Okay, that's all we get. Press it. Well, what about the other man? Okay, they're not gonna let me do that. Well, find it, if you can. Whoa! Hold on! Whoa! You can't just... I just wanted to press! Whoa, okay. We're gonna present something. Jesus. I mean, I'm gonna present this. Not only is it unclear who's who, it's also taken automatically. So I'm just gonna present it and say that she didn't see it because the camera obviously took it automatically. Here we go. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo, and it's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, this picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What is that fucking face? I gotta say, I don't like Lotta a lot at all. She's not my favorite witness. Like, Miss Old Bag at least was like, you know, a fangirl of what's his name? I don't know. You know, she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart, what? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could and I meant I could. And please testify to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Well, now I'm scared to fucking press. If they're gonna take away fucking things from me, I thought that shit was free. I was like pressing left and right against freaking what's his name. It's like deadly. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Still brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. I'm gonna press. If I press one more time and I get damaged, I'm just not gonna press anymore forever. Cause like, that scares the shit out of me. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types. Typest? Never find a girl where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Wait, so did I press everything? I don't remember what I pressed. Or what I didn't press. For some reason I'm like... I don't remember what I pressed and what I didn't press. I just kind of pressed enter and the camera. Yeah, I got an automatic. Issues here with Mr. Hart seeing this Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. It's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Okay. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes! Press further about the camera. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick out on the lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Miss Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah. Enough! There was no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. Okay, so we're going to the camera. Why? That's not true. So we're gonna press about the camera. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Mrs. Hart. Or Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Show evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? This thing.
Take that!
Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at the Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying... I mean, doesn't this article say... Oh gosh, it's blurry. Fuck. It's a loud noise. It detects a loud noise. This. It's gotta be that. Because it detects a loud noise, and Gordy makes a loud noise. Your camera was set up to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken when a gun was fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had your camera set up to respond to loud noises. Order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used is several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey. But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Man, Lotta is like my least favorite person. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fly. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Objection!
I claim the defense right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. When Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Is there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, so you must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is a problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. I hope I can press. Now I'm scared to press. Actually, I'm not a reader. Okay.
Hold it!
what manner of person are you? I'm not sure. I'm highfalutin. I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything? What the fuck? I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yeah. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. Guess what? What? There was a UFO? UFO. God damn it. There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object? A UFO? That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news's Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was the Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. I hate how the judge is like just not on my side. He's just like, well, let's just indict him. Goodbye. See you later. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep, borrowed it from a professor, a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. That's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us how you felt, why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, I'd be laked in. The lake be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only real reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually, Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to the case. I wish Phoenix Wright would just be like, hey, shut the fuck up. Alright, and then continue. That would be my favorite moment in the whole game. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than what I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Much else to look at, yep. Oh no, she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops, I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash in one of the man's head and I heard a gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from another place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on shore, neither. Better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to believe Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay. What do we got going on? What do we have to present? This is gonna be one of those things that I don't know necessarily what to present. Overhead map of the lake. I think we present this. She can't see. She doesn't know if there's somebody over by the boat thing. Or over there to the right. Dude, there's so many places. There's like right here that could have been shot. He could have... If the boat was right here, someone could have shot from right here, someone could have shot from right here. The car can only see like here, maybe. Maybe, like over here by the stand. That's it. Am I onto something? I mean, and it also fired 3 times. Why was it fired 3 times? Unless he did it. He did do it. He had the gun. I guess he didn't shoot. He didn't shoot, but he had the gun, so it like made it look like he was the one. This only took 1 picture, but it was fired 3 times. So then why? Unless I'm talking to the murderer. It can't be. She has a decent amount of animations. She's not like animated though. She's like a witness animated. Imagine what a stupid video I gotta pick. That's why I was camping up at a lake, but that's all I was hiding. Is there a mention about how many times? I'm just gonna, so she said the bang, like there's a singular bang. And I'm just curious to see if maybe the gun is the answer to that, because it does say fired 3 times. So, you know, I'm gonna present it just in case. Okay. It fired fucking 3 times. She said the bang. That doesn't. Fuck, man. When I heard the bang straight out, this is the last one. This is the last testimony. So I gotta fucking find it. Of course, they make the last one always like the stupid hard. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just looked at the boat the whole time. Okay, I don't think any of this... That's all I was hiding. Okay, when I heard the bang, I looked straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. That just sounds like no to me. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we'll continue. Article about the sighted monster. Yes, Exhibit A doesn't matter right now. Faces the lake. Can we use evidence more than once, or is it just a one-time use? Is that a confirmed thing? It's just a one-time use? Did we do gun on this statement? Fucking Christ! It definitely fired 3 times, not 2. Judge, work with me here. Oh, goodness me. Goodness fucking me. Okay, we need to get away from the gun. It's not the gun. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. Oh, I want to destroy my table. I want to destroy my table right now. Do I really have to look up this stupid Phoenix Wright walkthrough right now? Phoenix Wright walkthrough. Oh my god. How is it not the gun there? If I look up this walkthrough right now and if I look up this walkthrough right now and it's anything but gun on one of these things, I'm gonna be, I don't even know what I'm gonna be. Okay. Trial begins. Karma objects to this and sees the law's testimony as a pointless cross-examination. Present statement 2, on her 7th statement, present the Gordy article. What the fuck is... Fuck you, Judge. I hate you. The 7th statement, what is it? When I heard... I need to figure out what the 7th statement is. The walkthrough just doesn't say... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why does that girl looks like she's from a horror film? Jesus Christ, her eyes are just pitch black. Okay, I guess we gotta present this. That makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. You know, 7th try, that's probably what I would have put out there. I'm so mad. We almost got through all the way through that trial. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at Gordy Lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I'm sure I was watching the boat, or that boat, until now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting it, or who is this. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What's she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Show the fucking enlargement. What? You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in the court in the first place. You old fool. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show me the photo, or show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. You still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. and little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested that she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could be possibly required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. That's not... Hold on. There's no decisive... I really wish I could just, like, say what's on my mind. That's not a decisive witness. At all. In fact. Object to the alarm. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright. Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. You will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, good. Oh, flippin' what? The gun? Wait. Is that gun the same gun? We're gonna... That's not the same gun. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand. What does the man's left hand... Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. I'm sorry, evil laugh. Sometimes it's time for evil laughs. Sometimes you just gotta evil laugh out loud to yourself. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, that's pretty killer contradiction. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't shoot it, or do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there are no other people on the lake that night. But the defendant... Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Suicide. Only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order. So you are saying the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I could think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I am so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Okay. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend the proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Yo, dude, the ending was tough. Lada's last thing. I could have thought of it if I had like more tries, but you only get so many. And like I was really set on the gun because you only mentioned it firing twice. Like that's a contradiction in the stupid thing. I just wanted it to take it. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. The only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. But there were 3 shots in that gun. That gun fired 3 fucking times. Someone acknowledge me. Someone acknowledge me. Hear me now. Interesting stuff. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna figure out more about what's going on. I wish I could have done that trial without messing up, but the poster thing or the show in the article was not going to be my next choice. So I'm glad I did. But for trials, it almost feels like cheating, you know? Anyway, what do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like the killer's yet to be revealed yet. I feel like the monster makes a loud bang because it's like a gun or something. It's like a person pretending to be Gordy in the lake who has like a gun and it like came out of the water, shot him, and then went back underwater or something like that, you know? And like that's what happened. And Edgeworth was going to try and shoot him, but he couldn't. And then shit happened. I feel like that's what happened. I feel like that's the explanation, if any. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed that or enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. I appreciate that shit. And also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Lots of visual novel, roguelike-ish stuff if you're interested in that. I don't know how many more chapters we have of Ace Attorney, but it'll be interesting to see how Ace Attorney ends. I feel like this is... It feels like a final boss. It feels like if it's not a final boss, it's close to the final boss. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what's going on and how everything turns out. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whenever that may be. And peace out, you guys.